Shauna Bannon drops the massive bombshell on Dakota Ditcheva. This UFC girl thinks she could beat Dakota, but Dakota fires back. She didn't know Dakota would dominate the fight in the most unexpected way possible.
Fight week was actually a break. My life is so hectic at home. I have a 3-year-old boy and I train full time. So it's go, go, go. Like literally every minute of my day is penciled in for something. So when I landed in Manchester, I kind of took a step away from the media, so I didn't have to do as much as normal this time. So this fight week was literally a break for me. It was a bit of time for me. I was in my bedroom on my own for most of it, and it was lovely.
Shauna Bannon said, "Fight week was actually a break. My life is so hectic at home. I have a 3-year-old boy, and I train full-time, so it's go, go, go. Like literally every minute of my day is penciled in for something. So when I landed in Manchester, I kind of took a step away from the media, so I didn't have to do as much as normal this time. So this fight week was literally a break for me. It was a bit of time for me. I was in my bedroom on my own for most of it, and it was lovely."
Came here quite early today, actually. I was here to check out the cage and walk down the walkway, and it just gets you in the mood. It just gets you like mind frame, like totally on it. So yeah, it's quite an important part for me, I think, and I'm ready to go now. Yeah.
This UFC girl thinks she could beat Dakota, but Dakota fires back. "Yeah, I came here quite early today, actually. I was here to check out the cage and walk down the walkway, and it just gets you in the mood. It just gets you into a mindset totally on it. So yeah, it's quite an important part for me, I think, and I'm ready to go now." Dakota said, "I'm ready," and she just literally finished Shauna Bannon's career.
Who do you see? Who do you watch and say, I'm better than them?
I mean, I could have the title if I went there, but for me, I just I
You
feel
feel
like
right
I've
now,
got-
looking at the two people who are fighting for their belt, you could beat them right now. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I definitely think I'd be up there.
Your skill set matches up perfectly with theirs. It's not like they're wrestlers or anything like that.
No, and I think we'll see that when I win this season now, and I say I beat someone like Liz Carmouche and Talia Santos. As soon as I've beat them, I think what else can people expect other than greatness for the rest of the.
But before we get into this explosive story, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss our incredible MMA content. Bannon admitted, "Fighting pregnant, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? I was like 6 weeks pregnant, fighting Dakota. That was a big shock to me as a human being."
You bounced back from the adversity, got the submission win, showed a different side to your game that we haven't seen. Like in terms of checking a lot of boxes, I'm sure that was a very satisfying win for you.
Yeah, 100%. Like we didn't plan on getting dropped. But I think it made the fight a little bit more exciting for the fans. So, do you know what I mean? I planned on taking her down and maybe submitting her, but look, it is what it is. And I think coming back from that adversity is something that kind of, I suppose every fight you learn so much. And like when you're in there under the bright lights and you get dropped like that, and then you can come back and get a finish a couple of seconds later, I think that gives you a lot of confidence going in, then going forward. And I feel like it's my 4th fight in the UFC now, be my 9th professional fight. So it's just, I just feel like I'm starting to really feel at home there, and it's like I know what to expect.
Let that sink in for a moment. While Dakota Ditcheva was unleashing her devastating striking arsenal, Bannon was unknowingly carrying her son Jayce in her womb. She didn't discover the truth until 10 days after the fight ended. The Irish warrior described the moment she found out. "I only discovered it 10 days after the fight. Then I rang the hospital because you have to register to say you're pregnant. I was like, I just have one little thing that might be important. I actually just fought. They were like, okay, come in and we'll give you a scan."
The biggest names in MMA right now in Dakota Ditcheva and Chanel Dyer, who I think has the potential to join her in that category. What was it like to come up against those two women, both incredible strikers like yourself? Is there something that sticks out from those memories? Because it's quite rare to have. I know that, the European women's MMA scene is not that large. You're quite likely to either run into someone along the way or train alongside them if you haven't fought them already or are going to fight them. So it's not uncommon, but it is quite unique, I think, that you have faced both of them. And I think that, you're now all making a big impact on the global stage.
Yeah, so I think with the Dakota fight, I was obviously pregnant on Jayce and I didn't know. So my wake up for that was crazy. Like I just wasn't sweating. Obviously Jayce was like, give me the liquid. So that weight cut was a bit of a disaster, which then I felt like my refuel was a bit of a disaster, because I remember when I weighed in, I was like 0.3 over, and like I was like, right, I'll get back in the sauna, because it was for the belt. So if I didn't make the weight, it wasn't for the belt. So I was like, I'll get back in the sauna, and that 0.3 took so long to come off. It was crazy.
Can you imagine the doctor's reaction? This wasn't just any sparring session. This was a 5-round amateur title fight against one of the most dangerous strikers in women's MMA. But the pregnancy wasn't the only challenge Bannon faced that night. The weight cut itself was an absolute disaster, and now we know why. Bannon recalled the horrific experience. With the Dakota fight, I was obviously pregnant with Jayce, and I didn't know. So my weight cut for that was crazy. I just wasn't sweating. Obviously, Jayce was like, give me the liquid.
With the Dakota fight, I was obviously pregnant on Jayce, and I didn't know. So my weight cut for that was crazy. Like I just wasn't sweating. Obviously Jayce was like, give me the liquid. So that weight cut was a bit of a disaster, which then I felt like my refuel was a bit of a disaster, because I remember when I weighed in, I was like 0.3 over, and like I was like, right, I'll get back in the sauna, because it was for the belt. So if I didn't make the weight, it wasn't for the belt. So I was like, I'll get back in the sauna, and that 0.3 took so long to come off. It was crazy.
She continued, I was like 0.3 pounds over, and I was like, right, I'll get back in the sauna. It was for the belt, so if I didn't make the weight, it wasn't for the belt. That 0.3 took so long to come off, it was crazy. Think about what was happening here. Bannon's body was fighting to protect her unborn child while she was desperately trying to shed those final ounces. After finally making weight, she crashed hard. When I weighed in, I just had no energy and I slept for like hours, but I didn't refuel properly, she admitted. Adding insult to injury, Bannon discovered on fight day that the bout was scheduled for 5 rounds, not the typical 3 rounds she was used to in Irish title fights. She went into battle depleted, pregnant, and unprepared for the extended duration. The fight took place on February 29, 2020, at UK Fighting Championships 13 in Preston, England. This was an amateur women's flyweight title fight, and both fighters came in hungry for victory. Bannon remembered, I feel like I didn't give it my all in that fight. It went to a decision, and she won the majority decision, but I just felt so flat. I definitely remember her leg kicks were sore. My leg was huge after the fight.
Yeah, I don't know. Like in that fight, I feel like I didn't give it my all. It went to the decision, and she won majority decision, but I just felt so flat in that fight. And I definitely remember her leg kicks were sore. My leg was huge after the fight. And then with the Chanel fight, like I just remember her being like a Duracell bunny and like really good strike. And I remember I dropped her with the head kick, and then I went like on top for a ground and pound, and I think that brought her back to life again, and she just rose from the dead. And I was like, what do I have to do to put this girl away? And then I think it was the last round I took her down, and I ended up finishing her with the ground and pound. But like she's so tough, and like she's young as well, you know, like she has a really bright future ahead.
To her credit, Bannon showed incredible toughness, continuing to press forward despite the circumstances. She attempted to close the distance and turn the fight into a close-quarters brawl where she might have had an advantage. But Ditcheva's defensive head movement and footwork allowed her to slip most of Bannon's heavy shots. The fight went the distance, with Dakota Ditcheva earning a unanimous decision victory. But now we know the full story of what Bannon was battling through.
Take it on, take it on. I think you forget mum's a jiu-jitsu, you know. Oi, okay. It's getting interesting now. Go on, black belt jiu-jitsu.
Go on, Lee, show it. Beautiful from Dakota, beautiful kick. It's going to be unbelievable.
Vicious knees and elbows, resounding kicks, and a pile of lifeless bodies behind her. Dakota Ditcheva is by far the most promising prospect in women's MMA today. Don't let her gentle, feminine look fool you.
Come on in.
On the fence.
We're ready.
so long and rangy.
Put away.
With 13 finishes out of 14 wins, no defeats, and a jaw-dropping 93% finishing rate, this 26-year-old British Bulgarian is the kind of fighter who does not like taking prisoners. But every legend has a beginning. Today, we're taking you back to where it all started. April 10th, 2021, Cage Steel 25 in Sheffield, England. Two fighters, both with 0-0 records. Both were hungry for their first victory, but only one would leave the cage that night as a winner. This is the story of Dakota Ditcheva versus Jenny Line.
They both look excited to fight.
They do.
They've got to.
Dakota's got a cheeky little smile on her face there. Look.
Impressed now after that.
Before we dive into the carnage, let's talk about who these fighters were on that fateful night. Dakota Ditcheva stepped into the cage with 0 professional MMA fights, but she was far from inexperienced. The Manchester native had been forged for combat in the Muay Thai ring, her striking already razor-sharp and her killer instinct fully developed. She wasn't just another prospect. She was a weapon waiting to be unleashed.
They're picking their moment. Little leg kick there from Dakota.
From a Thai background, so I expect some quite
nice
a
little jab, nice head kick. She's wobbled her.
She did.
And again.
Across from her stood Jenny Line, also making her professional MMA debut. With a 0-0 record just like Dakota, she was stepping into the unknown, ready to test herself against the best. Cage Steel 25 was sponsored by Everlast, and as both fighters entered the cage, you could see it in their eyes. Excitement, nervousness, determination. Dakota had a cheeky little smile on her face. The press was buzzing after the earlier ladies' fights, bigging them up. This was their moment, but only one of them would seize it. Ding ding, let's go!
Coach is just looking for those shots.
Jenny looks like she's blinking quite a fair bit. I'm not sure if she got clipped in the eye.
Just stuck with, switched again, just as I was going to say, she looks like she's sticking with the stance.
She looks very
just
comfortable.
Switches back.
Job.
From the opening bell, Dakota was switching stances like a veteran, bouncing around, feeling out her opponent. Jenny Line looked cautious, and rightfully so. Dakota threw a leg kick. You could hear it echo through the arena. The Thai background was evident, and the commentators knew what was coming. Then it happened. Dakota landed a clean shot, and Jenny wobbled. Her legs buckled for a moment, but to her credit, she didn't go down. She went straight back at Dakota, refusing to give up. But Dakota was just picking her shots, patient, calculated, like a surgeon with a scalpel.
That sounded sweet from here.
What an elbow.
And the Thai background now,
and
the
again.
elbow's going in here.
Oh.
I think Jenny's about.
Wow. She's in a bit of bother.
She was done, but she did great to get back there.
I can see a knee. Oh, you heard that.
Jenny trying to cut,
and again,
cut off.
She's gone down.
Dakota drags her to the floor.
Jenny started blinking quite a bit. Maybe she got clipped in the eye. Dakota kept switching stances, keeping her guessing. Then another leg kick landed. Oh, you heard that one. It sounded sweet, vicious, the kind of kick that makes you wince from the couch. The gap in skills was becoming evident. Dakota peppered her with kicks and punches, probing her defenses, breaking her down piece by piece. Then came the assault.
Jenny's managed to grab half guard. You can see with technical ability here on the floor.
I think she's cut her nose, look, Jenny.
Yeah. And she's trapped in Dakota's corner.
It's not where you want to be.
Dakota dragged Jenny to the floor after a scramble. Jenny managed to grab half guard, showing some technical ability, but she was trapped in Dakota's corner. And that's not where you want to be, not against someone with Dakota's ground game and killer instinct. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to ride this out. But Jenny wouldn't make it that long. Dakota started throwing elbows, nasty, cutting elbows from the top. The Thai background was showing again. She was winding up, and you could feel the end was near.
She loves them elbows, Dakota.
Yeah, like I say, the Thai background, she'll be used to throwing elbows. She wound up with that. I thought she was going to throw an elbow.
I did.
Spinning elbow. Oh, wow. Oh, knee. She's dropped.
It's a masterclass. An absolute.
Then, a spinning elbow. The crowd gasped, but Dakota wasn't done. A knee. Dakota was putting on an absolute masterclass. The referee had seen enough. After 2 minutes and 4 seconds of round number 1, he brought a halt to the contest.
Your referee has brought a halt to the contest with your winner. In the red corner, Dakota Ditcheva!
Winner by TKO, Dakota Ditcheva. The commentator said it best. She just dropped an absolute masterclass. An absolute masterclass. On April 10th, 2021, 2 fighters walked into Cage Steel 25 with identical 0-0 records. Dakota Ditcheva walked out 1-0, having scored a devastating first-round finish in just 124 seconds. She had announced her arrival to the MMA world in the most violent way possible.
Oh, big body shots, and that's her, Jenny Line. He tries to get on the leg. These are big shots coming in from Darcy. It's over. Right? And it's the
Jenny Line walked out 0-1, having been completely dominated and finished. And here's the heartbreaking part. That would be her first and last MMA fight. Jenny Line never returned to the cage. After facing the Dakota Ditcheva buzzsaw, she disappeared from the sport entirely. It's a sobering reminder of how brutal this sport can be. Some fighters are meant to be stars. Others discover that the cage isn't for them. There's no shame in that. It takes incredible courage just to step in there once. But for Dakota, this was just the beginning of something special. That debut performance wasn't a fluke. Dakota Ditcheva went on to become one of the most feared fighters in women's MMA. She racked up finish after finish, maintaining her perfect record and that terrifying 93% finishing rate. In 2023, she earned $100,000 for becoming PFL's European flyweight champion. In 2024, she pocketed $1 million after establishing herself as arguably the best 125-pound fighter in the sport. When asked what she'd do with her first million, Dakota didn't hesitate. "My family can have whatever they want. That money is theirs." She talked about her little brother Cody, who always believed in her, even joking with their mom. "It's fine, Dakota will be rich." Dakota promised to buy him a car since his is about to break down. She remembered when times were tough, and Cody sent her new wrestling shoes when she couldn't afford them. Now, she could finally pay him back tenfold. But it all started here, at Cage Steel 25, against Jenny Line. With a spinning elbow and a knee that announced to the world, Dakota Ditcheva has arrived. 2 fighters, both 0-0. Both are chasing their dreams. One became a champion, a millionaire, and one of the most dominant forces in women's MMA history. The other fought once and walked away forever. That's the reality of this sport. Not everyone can be Dakota Ditcheva. But on April 10th, 2021, Jenny Line played her part in launching a star. She stepped into the cage with no fear, and even though she fell short, she gave Dakota the platform to show the world what she was capable of. Dakota Ditcheva is now 14-0 with 13 finishes. A perfect record built on that foundation, that first fight, that first finish, that first victim who never returned. This is the story of where legends begin. This is Dakota Ditcheva versus Jenny Line. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you in the next one.
Your nickname is the Zombie. Squeeze. Can Daniel Kelly get the squeeze?
She's got it. It's sunk in. It looks like something.
Chin, Rich. This is a face crack. This is just a face crack.
About 12, 13 years ago, I was getting bullied a lot. So my dad at the time, we were searching for schools. Like at first it was like karate, like we went to Tiger Showman's. Right. Didn't really like it. And then a few years later, I ended up going to like a jiu-jitsu school. So I wanted to learn how to strike. And my coach at the time just kind of put me in a jiu-jitsu class.
Danielle Kelly, nicknamed the Beauty Beast, and why she could be the biggest threat to the undefeated Dakota Ditcheva.
Right in the pack. She's got locked in on Monchinova to the Kate Masvinko. Danielle Kelly in the white trunks.
Mochinova's tough. She's trying to get out.
Monchinova taps.
With her world-class grappling skills and an incredible professional record, could this cute-faced killer be the one to challenge the PFL champion? Stay tuned because this is going to be insane. Let's start with who Danielle Kelly really is. Born December 4th, 1995 in Philadelphia, this Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt has been making waves in the grappling world since she was just 11 years old. Standing at 5 feet 4 inches and competing at 114 pounds, Kelly might look like she stepped off a magazine cover, but don't let that fool you. She's an absolute beast on the mats.
Fine Nuke, right? As Kelly tries to step in there and attack a leg, she goes in for a heel hook. Heel hook attempt for Danielle Kelly.
Catch.
A catch has been called by Herb Dean.
Oh, that's points on the board for Bastos.
Kelly made history in 2023 when she became the inaugural one women's atomweight submission grappling world champion, defeating her rival Jessica Khan in an epic battle. This wasn't just any win, it was a statement to the entire combat sports world that women's grappling had arrived at the highest level. Training under coach Carol Pravec at Silver Fox BJJ, Kelly has faced and defeated some of the biggest names in combat sports. We're talking about UFC veterans like Roxanne Modafferi, Cynthia Calvillo, and former UFC strawweight champion Carla Esparza. That's not a typo. She submitted these MMA fighters using pure grappling technique. Now let's talk numbers, because they're absolutely insane. Kelly's professional grappling record shows approximately 20 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw in her major championship bouts. But here's where it gets wild. When you factor in her complete competitive history, including smaller tournaments and exhibition matches, she's racked up an estimated 120 wins throughout her career.
High level work from both women.
Almost
nearly get past the leg.
By. Let's see. She's going to stack. Oh, she's going to look for. She's looking for entries everywhere. Let's see if she goes to the back here. Amarante is hooked on the leg as well. But Daniel's leg is on an angle. Oh, there we go. Well, she's just focusing on body control. She could sprawl her leg back and split that grip. She's going to be on the back or on a head and arm triangle of Amarante.
She's trying to squeeze in there.
Out of her 20 major wins, 14 came by submission. That's a 70% finish rate. She's secured victories through rear naked chokes, knee bars, toe holds, and heel hooks. Her submission game is so diverse that opponents literally don't know where the attack is coming from. Kelly has competed at the highest levels, including one championship where she became world champion, Who's Number 1, WNO, Championships, Fury Pro Grappling, ADCC Trials Rise Invitational, 2018 125 pounds champion, Submission, Hunter Pro, 130 pounds, no-gi champion.
Fine Nuke, right? As Kelly tries to step in there and attack a leg, she goes in for a heel hook. Heel hook attempt for Danielle Kelly.
Catch.
A catch has been called by Herb Dean.
Oh, that's points on the board for Bastos.
She's earned performance of the night bonuses twice in one championship, proving she doesn't just win, she puts on a show. So why do they call her the Beauty Beast? Simple. She's got the face of a model and the fighting instincts of a predator. This contrast is what makes her so dangerous and so fascinating to watch.
And fell in love with it.
Born and raised in Philadelphia, now based in New Jersey, one of the most popular young American grapplers.
Deep, that's a face crank.
Riding the pack. She's got locked in on Molchanova.
Molchanova's tough. She's trying to get out.
Molchanova taps. And the American Danielle Kelly with an impressive,
Kelly's fighting style is built on 3 pillars. First, positional dominance. She doesn't rush. Kelly methodically breaks down her opponents through superior positional control. She transitions seamlessly between guards, always staying one step ahead, setting up her attacks like a chess master. Second, leg lock mastery. This is where Kelly truly shines. Her leg lock game is ELITE level. She's equally dangerous with knee bars, toe holds, and heel hooks. When Kelly attacks your legs, you're in serious trouble. Just ask Jessica Khan, who she caught with a combination of knee bar and toe hold techniques in their championship bout.
Let's go! Danielle said that May should worry about everything.
Danielle Kelly chooses to pull guard. She's looking for a possible armbar here. Oh, nice little twist. Oh, look how fast Kelly is.
Here comes Kelly. Can she get it?
He's got to be careful here. This is a danger zone right here.
Can find the submission. Here goes Kelly again.
Oh, dropping down, going after the toe hold again.
Here she goes again.
Yamaguchi scrambling.
Both women hunting for a finish. An amazing contest.
The chairman and CEO.
Third, relentless pressure. Kelly never stops working. She chains submissions together, so even if you escape one attack, there are 2 more coming right behind it. This constant pressure breaks opponents mentally and physically. What makes her especially dangerous is her ability to adapt mid-match. She's trained with the absolute best at facilities like Evolve MMA in Singapore, Underground Arts, and Black Hole Jiu-Jitsu. This exposure to different styles and techniques has made her game incredibly well-rounded.
And also her chokes.
Kelly does use a flexibility. She'll attack those legs, she'll stretch you out if you give her a chance. She's got the fastest ever submission victory at Who's Number One.
Now, here's the million-dollar question. Could Danielle Kelly actually threaten Dakota Ditcheva? Let's look at the facts. Dakota Ditcheva is 15-0 in MMA with 12 knockouts. She's the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight Champion, the youngest champion in PFL history. And she just became the first British female MMA World Champion. Her striking is nasty. Those body punches that finished Tyla Santos? Brutal.
Come on in.
On the fence.
Oh, we're ready.
So long and rangy.
Put away.
Oh!
But here's Dakota's potential weakness. Grappling. While Dakota has shown some submission skills, she submitted Malin Hermanson with a rear naked choke. Her game is built primarily on striking. She's a Muay Thai world champion who transitioned to MMA. Most of her wins come from knockouts, not submissions. Enter Danielle Kelly.
Unprecedented level of violence.
If Kelly were to transition to MMA and face Dakota, she brings the exact skill set that could neutralize Dakota's striking. Kelly has already proven she can handle MMA, fighters in grappling-only matches. She submitted multiple UFC veterans who are experienced in mixed martial arts. Think about it. Dakota has never faced anyone with Kelly's level of pure grappling expertise. Kelly's ability to secure takedowns, control positions, and finish with submissions could be the kryptonite to Dakota's striking-heavy game. People are now calling Danielle Kelly the Dakota of One Championship. And honestly, it fits perfectly. Both women. They are young, attractive athletes who are breaking barriers, became champions in their respective organizations. Dakota in PFL, Kelly in ONE, have incredible finish rates. They are inspiring the next generation of female fighters, dominate through technical excellence, not just physicality.
That in her last fight scored a beautiful takedown and a rear naked choke in the first round. I can't think of a bigger talent in women's MMA right now.
Come here. Yeah, that's good. There.
Cornelia Holm just drops the massive bombshell message aimed directly at Dakota Ditcheva. Nobody expected what would happen next. This is the story of how pre-fight confidence turned into a devastating reality check inside the cage. Dakota Ditcheva and Cornelia Holm, from trash talk to knockout. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell because you won't want to miss what happens next.
Come here. That's good. That's good. That's good. Come here. Let's go in front. Now in front. Go. Come here.
Cornelia Holm didn't hold back. In a pre-fight interview that went viral, she sent a massive bombshell message directly to Dakota Ditcheva, claiming superiority in every aspect of the game. But, I mean, for sure, I'm stronger in wrestling. Obviously, I would like to take it to the ground and I would feel that I'm definitely stronger there. Then I have a lot of confidence in my striking as well. So like all around, I feel confident.
But I mean, for sure, I'm stronger in wrestling. Obviously, I would like to take it to the ground, and I would feel that I'm definitely stronger there. Then I have a lot of confidence in my striking as well. So like all around,
Holmes' confidence was sky high. She believed she had Dakota's number, claiming dominance in wrestling, striking, and overall fight IQ. The MMA community was buzzing. Was Cornelia right, or was she walking into a trap? But Dakota Ditcheva, she wasn't losing sleep over the trash talk. Her response was calm, calculated, and carried the quiet confidence of a true finisher. When asked about all the pre-fight talk from her opponents throughout the tournament, Dakota delivered a response that would prove prophetic. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I listened to so many people talking throughout this whole tournament. It's nice to get in the cage and showcase my skills and shut them up that way, because I'm not really bothered about proving them wrong. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all just talkers.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I listened to so many people talking like throughout this whole tournament. It's nice to get in the cage and showcase my skills and shut them up that way, because I'm not really bothered about like proving them wrong. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all just talkers.
That's the difference right there. While Holmes was busy making predictions, Dakota was focused on preparation. She didn't need to respond with words. She was planning to respond with violence. And that's exactly what happened. But it didn't stop there. After Dakota's interview went public, Cornelia Holmes took to Twitter and dropped another bombshell, doubling down on her claims and firing back at Dakota's confidence. The online back and forth had fans divided. Some backed Holmes' wrestling credentials. Others knew Dakota's knockout power was something special. The stage was set. Two undefeated fighters, two massive egos, one cage. Only one would leave with their reputation intact. When the cage door finally shut, all the talk, all the tweets, all the predictions, none of it mattered anymore. This was about who could back it up. From the opening bell, Dakota Ditcheva took complete control. She stalked Cornelia Holmes with calm, calculated aggression. Holmes tried to stay light on her feet, flicking out jabs and trying to control the distance, but Dakota's timing was laser sharp.
After being dropped, good jab again from Dakota Ditcheva. Cornelia Holmes, very difficult to put away.
Oh!
Beyond a power.
Right.
Wow.
Do it! Dakota Ditcheva with the third round finish!
What a finish, beautiful.
Those leg kicks, absolutely brutal. Each one landed with a thud that echoed through the arena. Holmes' movement slowed almost immediately. The wrestling specialist who promised to dominate on the ground couldn't even get close enough to attempt a takedown. By the end of round one, Holmes' midsection was bright red from vicious body kicks. She returned to her corner breathing heavily, already looking like she'd been through a war. Meanwhile, Dakota, completely unfazed, ice cold, focused, dangerous. The second round began with Cornelia Holmes trying desperately to increase her output. She knew she was falling behind. The wrestling she promised? Nowhere to be found. The striking she was confident in, being picked apart piece by piece. But Dakota remained calm and composed, slipping punches and landing devastating counters. Then came the moment that had the entire arena on their feet, a spinning back elbow that connected flush on Holmes' jaw, rocking her badly and drawing gasps from the crowd.
Good. Stay like this. Keep her control. Nice. Very good. He's working good. When you're ready, manipulate that head.
Holmes backed up to the cage, exactly where Dakota wanted her. In the clinch, Dakota unleashed brutal knees and sharp hooks to the body. Each strike was punishing. Each shot was purposeful. Cornelia Holmes' confidence was crumbling with every passing second. The fighter who talked so much before the fight was now just trying to survive.